What is up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of Jay's Gaming World. I bring you a new showcase of my latest build today. It's a modern house, and this house in particular that you are looking at on the screen right now, I just want to say I absolutely love this house, and this house is completely not what I set out to build. Let me explain myself. When I first wanted to build this house, I saw this little springy part of Oasis Springs. It has a nice little foresty looking area, grassy area, and overlooks the desert. And I thought, what a fun place to build a multi-family home. So I set out to do a larger build of a modern house to build a multi-family home. I loved what I ended up with, but I did not get a multi-family home, although it can be converted into such. And I will give you details on that as we move along. But right now, here's the build. Here is the exterior of the house. I just love this modern, bright style build that I did for this particular house. Taking some risks. The landscape, it's throughout the house. I made sure to put a lot of trees on the outside, outside of the fence, just to give it some privacy. Also to make it really look like you're in this almost like this spring oasis in the middle of the desert or overlooking the desert. That was the main focus on it. Landscaping, as you can see, there's different flower and landscaping boxes throughout the house. There's two more down here. Ooh, let me zoom in. I really like how those came out. So overall, the exterior of the house is exactly what I wanted it to be. And then we go interior, and here's where I run into. I didn't run into problems. It's just not what I set out for. So I'm gonna zoom in. First of all, we're gonna start right here with the front porch. Why is there? I don't know how that happened. All right, I'm gonna delete that right now. There's a mailbox in the front porch, and that I guess that happens when you're building. You realize you left something out. But anyways, um, here is the front porch area. Very again, it's private, but yet there's a lot of greenery, and it feels like it's more open than what it actually is. So I really like that feel about it. Then you can walk right into the laundry room. Now this specific laundry room, I ended up making it a laundry room because I really like the laundry day expansion pack, and I like everything that comes with it. So I like the laundry animations. I originally created this room to be one of the bedrooms in the house, and I quickly realized that I would have to reconfigure my dining room to make it an actual bedroom because you would have to move things around so you can come in and out of the door. That's not a hard move, but that's not what I wanted to do at the time when I built it. So I decided to convert it into a laundry room. I'm sure if you are playing the game and you have a bigger family than the families that I typically have, with their smaller families, you can totally convert that into a bedroom and do the right arrangements. But I decided that for my purposes, I wanted to keep it a laundry room. You move right into the house, and when you walk in right into the dining room. And again, the dining room, it's kind of plain, but at the same time very chic, very bright. I love the color scheme in the dining room, in the kitchen. I like how they kind of blend into each other. There's some golds in there. I love gold things, I really do, and it takes away from my usual red and white schemes that I do on my modern builds. This one I use a lot more earth tones, and in the golds and the whites and the colors that I really like. But that's my dining room. Turning around right into the kitchen. It's a small kitchen, but it's also one of the bigger kitchens that I built on my builds, especially on my modern builds. It has a lot of stuff. I did a lot of cluttering, which I don't usually do a lot of cluttering. And hear me out. It's not that I don't like to clutter. It's that that's how I am in real life. I don't like a whole lot of clutter on stuff. So when I do my builds, it reflects that. I think it's a lot more elegant if you keep it plainer. But I did do some cluttering here, and the cluttering that I did, it's very organized. So I'm feeling it. right underneath the staircase, I have a little office. And again, I took my time and I did some cluttering in the office. Um, there's a bookcase, you know, there's a plant, just again keeping plants throughout the house. And let me blow up the wall so you can see it has kind of its own private entrance, but it's open. So I like, again, especially when I'm doing a modern build, I like the open conceptness of it. So it is an open concept, even to the little office. I like the clutter in here. It just gives it character and it doesn't look over cluttered. There's a little AC unit on the outside, you know, just for aesthetics. Um, the living room. And like I said, I told myself I didn't want to do the red, so I went ahead and I did some greens. And what I hate about, again, and I've said this before, the Sims 4, the swatches, they have different green stuff, but none of the green matches. But this particular, you know, 3 different greens that I have in the pillows, in the rug, and in the little cabinet area, I think kind of really works well together. So just a tiny living room, but again, there's a lot of living space outside. So inside, all you need is a little chair so they can sit down and watch TV, at least in my opinion. Now here is, actually this is exactly how I planned the outside when I was picturing this layout on my head. In the upstairs, it's where I had to make major differences. I wanted my upstairs to be 2-bedroom. And it wasn't gonna happen. If I would have done that, the rooms would have been very tiny, and I hate a small master. I know I've done it before, but in this time I decided I wanted a bigger master, so I kept it 1 room. So where I have my bathroom back here and the little sitting area, that could probably be converted into a small bedroom and a small bathroom. And we could probably close this this room off, but I decided I didn't want to do that. I wanted to keep it big, so I kept it a 1-bedroom. And I'll show some other stuff that can be done, but I chose not to do it. Again, I don't like this divider, but I wanted something in the way. I'll probably change this divider later on. I want some type of a divider there. I just not that one. I don't know why I picked that one. I wasn't thinking. I was late last night when I did this video, and I was kind of tired. I decided to decorate the bedroom a little bit different. I know it's a modern build, but I wanted a little bit of character. I wanted a little bit of flair from my colonial builds. So this is very much colonial decorations in a modern home. I kind of like it. I like that it has a sitting area. I like that there's different wood tones, but the different wood tones are divided within the same room, so it's not a jumbled mess. I wish you guys could see the facial expressions that I'm doing right now as I do this video. It's kind of hilarious, but I'll eventually get a camera, but I don't have one right now. But anyways, the next thing that I wanted to show you guys, I really like this. I wanted a walk-in closet, but I also wanted an open room. So it's an open walk-in closet that has stuff for the doggies, because I definitely want to have doggies in this house. And I will show you right now. Let me lower this a little bit. So this is part of the porch. Now, if I bring up the walls a little bit, you can see that it's kind of enclosed, but it's kind of open. I mean, it has a roof over it, but I mean, there's a wide gate, you know, coming out here into the balcony. It's completely open. So I like the openness of it, and I also like the fact that it's indoor, outdoor, and it's a nice little area for the doggies. Especially, you know, here in Oasis Springs, that you don't really get the super cold days. They can kind of hang around. I hope they don't bite the shoes. I hope they're not nippers. But this is what this area is. Again, I really like this indoor-outdoor area, especially for the doggies. Coming on out, there's another sitting area. Again, like I said earlier, I have a lot of sitting areas throughout this house. That's why I wasn't too worried about a super tiny living room. I would much rather have sitting areas and openness throughout the whole house. I like the tones of blue and the wicker that I used out here. It's super cute, I think. I want to put some more decorations, but I don't want to overwhelm it. That's why I don't clutter too much, because I feel like I'm overwhelming things. And again, there's a little area here for the dogs to play with their toys and stuff. Um, I really like how this area just looks and feels. If you look at the downstairs, and I'll go downstairs real quick, the downstairs porch is super close. The upstairs porch super open, and then we have an upstairs kind of like hangout area in the roof. Cause why not? That's what I like about modern builds. That modern builds, you get to do things like this. And I figure maybe this sim really likes to plant, but they don't have a whole lot of space. So there's a whole lot of planting to be done up here. But also, you know, you have a big dining area and a bar, and you have the grill and everything upstairs. So even though you don't really have a backyard, because I focus so much on landscaping, I gave you everything that I could give you when I did the house. Again, if you download my build, you could possibly knock some of these trees down, you know, and the side fence is kind of unnecessary, but I think it really gives it character, and it's what I was going for, so I kept it. If you want a bigger house, you know, those are definitely changes that can be made. It can be stretched out a little more that way, and and that type of stuff. Also, you know, when you're looking here, there's two tones in here, and the reason is that is supposed to be a driveway. And originally, I did one of those things where you get one of the little toy cars, and you use the brackets to make them bigger and park them in the driveway. But the thing is, those cars are ugly, and they're kind of in the way, and they're not functional at all. So when I make my builds, I like my builds to be functional. So I decided not to keep that, and I took it off because I just thought it was ugly. Again, I did some landscaping throughout the back, so this house in itself feels very private, but at the same time it's very open. So anyways, I hope you like my build. This is the end of my tour. Again, let me bring it up. It's gonna be in the gallery as 300 Spring View. And as always, I will put on the last frame of this video my user tag for the community and the name of the build, so you can find my work. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.